it's a nuanced song. You know, it's like I'm specifically speaking to us and about who we are and how do you maintain the sense of self while pushing it forward and holding us to have a responsibility for our actions. Mm-hmm. Because in America, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And there's a solution for us. If we had a power base together, it would be a much different conversation than me having a conversation by myself and trying to change America by myself.
In this video, we're looking at the NiFi INTJ, who has sleep, consume, blast, play. They are concept-based, introverted decision makers, and they're powered by their processed information, and then they like to tell that information once they've processed it deeply. Now, the NiFi prioritizes order over chaos and makes decisions based on the self's needs over the people's needs, the tribe's needs, the organization's needs, the congregation's needs. They are a quadruple introvert, meaning that they are making introverted observing function decisions. They're making introverted decision making between their F and the T, and they are sleep and consume. So what that means is they're asking the question, when they come up with anything in life, does this concept fit my own values? And if this concept fits my values, I can then make it work for people in the real world. This type is sleep over play and consume over blast. And sleep play is where they will really have the energy struggle. They're more balanced when it comes to information. They are less balanced when it comes to physical exertion of energy. So they will preserve their energy at any cost. Now, if they have any leftover energy, maybe they'll talk about fun things with you. They'll get into pop culture. They'll get into silliness. They'll just talk for the reason of talking, but that is if they have anything left over. Now, when it comes to their information animals, they're more balanced. And so once they've processed and they've consumed information, then they can explain it in a way, but it'll be a very NT way. It'll be a very kind of nerdy way that they're explaining what they're trying you to get. The strengths of this type is they're very good at figuring out the concept. Whatever that concept is, they can figure it out. If it's in the music industry, they can figure it out. If it is in some type of sports situation, they can figure it out. If it is in business, they can figure out that concept. And they like to organize it into a fine-oiled machine, a fine-tuned machine. And so they avoid the chaos of the real world. They also are an FI, which means they know what they believe and who they are. They will not struggle with identity issues. When they are searching for that concept, they will fit that concept with their identity. They will also think through major decisions. And so this is their sleep processing, and so they will not just make a decision off the cuff. They also will complete projects to the bitter end. They are going to complete something. They're not going to jump in and jump out. They will start a project and they will complete it no matter how long it will take them. So the weaknesses of this type will be on the FITE spectrum slightly, is that they will not naturally consider others. Now, they won't struggle with this as much as they will struggle with the NISC struggle, which they will struggle introducing concepts into their actual physical reality. That's where they will struggle with things. They also will not have a lot of energy to burn, and they can take a long time to get moving or to change direction. It may take them a long time to complete a project, and so giving them a deadline is something you're going to have to do, because they will continue to work on that until they are okay with it. And it might not be okay with everyone else. So the path to growth for this type is they will need to allow chaos to enter their life more often. Let that chaos come in, learn how to work through it, learn how to get off track with their work, learn how to breathe with that chaos. Also, before making decisions, ask one or two people their opinion. That's something that they will need to struggle with a little bit, get some opinion from the tribe. Also, give themselves time limits for making decisions. Make some without much research, but the big issue with this type is they're going to need to ask a special person in their life what they'd like to do one day and go anywhere and do anything with them. Just ask them what they'd like to do and then go and do that with them. And don't worry about preserving the energy. Just go and exert your play energy. Let that muscle start being worked on more often.
40 million people is a different conversation, right? It's just how it works. I can affect change and get whomever in office because this many people, we're all on the same page, right? So it's a conversation. It's like, I'm not Rich, I'm OJ. For us to get in that space and then disconnect from the culture.
Right.
That's how it starts.
Right.
This is what happens.
Right.
And then you know what happened? You're on your own. And you see how that turned out.
Right.
Okay. That's why that
That's the line.
yeah, the pregnant pause. It's like, okay.